Alright guys, Dokkan time, and I'm going to try and make this really quick. So, the EZA's and unit dropping Bio Broly is releasing right now, pretty much, for the part 2 of Worldwide Download Celebration. So there's the EZA for the TEQ unit, and then there's the LR Prime Battle unit. I'll start off by going through the Prime Battle unit. I will say, just right off the bat, both of these units are straight up dodge or additional builds. Probably dodge focus 100% on the TEQ Broly. You can go crit if you so wish, just for the free-to-play aspect, you know, like only taking him into free-to-play events just to quickly run through it, but otherwise he's just a full dodge unit with the defense orb. And then as far as like the LR Prime Battle Broly goes, once again, he's a full dodge unit and put the rest into additional and put a defense orb on him, or go full additional and put dodge into him. He's actually pretty tanky because of a large amount of damage reduction that he has. I think both of these units should be warranted with a defense orb, primarily. That's what I would highly suggest. Remember, these are free-to-play units, so if you wish to change up his build, you can do so at virtually any time. You can just go grind up a free copy, and then change it at your wish and will. Once again, though, before we get into the defense and their kits, these are free-to-play units, so please warrant that they are just free-to-play units. Do not treat them as if they're Dokkan Fests. Treat them as free-to-play units. So if you're going to use them in difficult high-end content, expect to either go full dodge or expect to have to carry the unit. So with the Prime Battle Broly, both Brolys actually have the same leaders. They only have 4 categories, and their only 200% options are as follows, of being the Tech and Intelligence Brolys released during the celebration. They have other 170 options. So actually both Tech and Intelligence have the same 12 key super, which is greatly raise attack and causes colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack. Actually, the Tech one doesn't do colossal damage, but they both greatly raise attack and lower enemies' attack. Prime Battle Broly greatly raises attack and defense on 18 key, and then he does have an intro, which gives him key plus 8 to 10 randomly at the start of the turn, and he recovers 26% HP at the end of the character's attacking turn for his first 2 appearances, which is for 4 turns when there is another uncontrollable power category ally on the team. What this means is that for 4 turns, so when you think of 4 turns, it's his 2 first appearances. So turn 1 and then turn 3, and then by the time it hits turn 4, he won't be on rotation. The same thing will be applied if he turns up on turn 2 instead of turn 1. Turn 2 and then turn 4, and then obviously he won't be present for the 4th turn. He does have key plus 3 and a high chance of performing critical. As a rule, I don't give units crit if they have at least 50% chance to crit in their passive. A level 25 crit in the hidden potential is equal to a 50% chance to crit. So therefore, once again, if the unit has at least 50% chance to crit in the passive, there's no reason to give their hidden potential any crit, unless there's just nothing else to give and you really want to do damage. Attack and defense 180 reduces damage received by 30% when forming super, reduces damage received by 30% when all allies attacking the same turn are uncontrollable power category allies, so you want to run a full uncontrollable power team. Plus an additional chance of forming a critical hit plus 6% up to 30, and damage reduction rate plus 6% up to 30. With each turn passed, and starting from the 7th turn for the character's entry turn, damage reduction rate minus 6% with each turn passed, no more than 30%. So basically what this means is that his crit and his damage reduction goes up by 6% every turn, up till it hits 30%, which would be turn 6. But on turn 7, that is when the damage reduction will go down back to, well, 0. It'll minus out the damage reduction. So the damage reduction goes up, and then it goes right back down. This does count per turn passed, even past turns that he himself is not present on. So do keep that in mind. He does have an active skill, massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy, guards all attacks, directs enemies' attacks towards him, and then can be activated when all allies attacking the same turn are uncontrollable power, starting from the 6th turn. So this is a very specific reason that it's on the 6th turn, and that's because that's when his damage reduction is at his peak. So that is something to keep in mind because it's from his his actual 6th turn. So from his entry turn. So as soon as he does have his actual once the active skill is available, that means he's at his damage reduction peak, which means he'll have 90% damage reduction. So this is 30. This is another 30, so that's 60. And then here's 90 right here when performing a super attack. So, as I said, he can have 90% damage reduction. If the enemy is attacking you with, with the active going up, and you don't get to get super attack first, then obviously you only have 60% damage reduction. So that is something to keep in mind. But he also does have guard, which does help out quite a bit. Once again, he's only on 4 categories: Resurrected, Art, Official Life Forms, Movie Boss, and Uncontrollable Power. You want to run full Uncontrollable Power to activate his full passive effect. Not a lot of units to be running, unfortunately. His team options are pretty bare minimum to almost nothing, unfortunately. It's very weird because I'm not entirely sure he'll even get his Big Bad Boss's link off. So... his defense isn't crazy either. He's only got about 500k defense with 40% support. I'm not even really sure where that 40% support's going to come from other than maybe in Broly if you revived. But yeah, very interesting unit. Does have a lot of damage reduction, which is why his defense is so low even for an EZA Prime Battle unit. I wouldn't say he's bad, actually. I think I like this gimmick a little bit. He is a tank. A free-to-play tank is what we always want, or what we never get. This is what they're giving us as a free-to-play tank. The other option are dodge tanks like the Intelligence Trunks that it released before. So, if you only came here for the LR Prime Battle Bio Broly, thanks for watching. Have a good day and a good night. But otherwise, I'm going to be going over, real quick, the TEQ Broly next. So, TEQ Broly's EZA is not very good. Once again, same leaders. And then he is a movie boss, 77% lead. He greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes strain damage, and lowers enemies' attack. Key plus 8 attack and defense 102%. Reduces damage received by 60%. Key -2, no more than 6, and damage reduction rate -20%, no more than 60 with every 2 turns passed. Reduces damage received by 30% when facing 1 enemy. Performs a critical hit when facing 2 or more enemies. Plus additional attack and defense 180 when performing super. Recovers 10% HP plus additional attack 100% at the start of the turn, starting from the character's next attacking turn after receiving attack. And plus additional attack and defense plus 100% and an additional damage reduction of 40% starting from the 10th turn from the character's entry turn. So if you didn't notice, his kit doesn't make any sense because there's 40% damage reduction here. He loses 60% damage reduction, so he's actually got negative damage reduction somehow by the time you even hit this point. He's a terrible unit. I'm not even going to go any further into the whole thing because he's got like nothing. I will go ahead and show you that his defense is nothing special either. It's literally like less than 400k unless you have 40% support. He's pretty much trash. He's pretty much garbage, pure garbage. I would honestly just, fill out the hidden potential. Don't waste any skill orbs on him. That's why I have that right there. Is just just put dodge into his hidden potential and then leave him be, because he's pretty much worthless. But anyways, guys, please do let me know what you think of the new LR Prime Battle Broly. If you're going to be using him or not, or if he's just kind of wasted because he's full of just uncontrollable power teams, which isn't very, well, it's not a very big category right now. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day and a good night.